with the Western Michigan head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Inside, it's Blue. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Flores. Using his feet to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking long. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He breaks a tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Buckley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
To the air, it's Lowry. Working that left side now. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Buckley. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And they're able to get him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And guys, that extra point ricochet in off the left upright, but they'll take it. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stopped him at the 21. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Peters. Stumbled to the ground.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Back to throw, it's Flores. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man, it's Lowry. Quick strike complete. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The sure hands, it's Peters. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Chips. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking to pass, it's Flores. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Blue. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He might want another play. Direct snap. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Broncos in the hurry up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the red zone, it's Blue. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
You know, I think on QB sneaks, the quarterback's got to be smart about the cadence. It looked like that time the defense actually shot the gap and they were anticipating the cadence. So if you're a quarterback, you might want to switch up the snap count.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Buckley. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
Oh, and that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage, let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big-time plays. They didn't get stung by it this time. The quarterback didn't find anybody open, couldn't make a completion, but you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Gain of 4. Third down coming.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Hurricanes chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Rides to the back. And tackled there by the defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brooks. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running inside. It's Buckley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Buckley. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Fletcher. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Makes a man miss. Makes a grab and room to run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! The extra point here would tie the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Quarterback now breaking the field. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
The Chippewas will have it 1st and 10. Calls his own number. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The offense changing the play. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Flores. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw again. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! They move on top here in the 4th. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Western Michigan, 24. Central Michigan, 17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The run inside. It's Blue. Got enough for the 1st. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Chippewas racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Flores. Makes the grab, it's Lewis. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Blue. Hard running there. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready, go!
Quarterback keeps it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Flores. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. Now the pitch. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Got enough for the 1st. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Near midfield at the 49, it's 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you